Hello, this morning I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I know this is the Adoptable Pet of the Week, but I feel that I would like to promote the foster program here at Lowell Humane Society. There are many different aspects to the foster program. These two cats we have here, Mo and Mighty Mouse. Mo is the big black one. Basically they are here on temporary custody. The person who owns the cats ran into a little bit of a difficult situation and is recovering from some medical issues, so we've opted to hold on to the cats until the person is able to take them back home. These two particular ones, we would love to find foster people to take care of them, just to get them out of the shelter environment. The shelter is a very stressful place for cats like this. These guys are really chill, they get along great. He's 7.5 years old, he is 8 years old. They live together their whole lives, they love each other. They're great cats, and like I said, the foster program basically allows people to take cats in. A lot of people think of the foster program as like fostering kittens and or mothers and kittens, and yes, that is an option. It is theoretically kitten season, so we do have a lot that do need to have homes. As a matter of fact, I'm taking a couple of feral kittens that are just a little less than 3 months old, and I'm going to make an attempt to try to socialize them and make them available for adoption. For me, doing the kittens is basically I need to socialize them. They get along fine with other cats. That's not really the issue. We want to try to make them more of a companion animal for a person. So I need to try to socialize them. Like I said, I would really like to promote the foster program, and there is a link on the website, lowellhumanesociety.org. There's a tab that says Get Involved, and you click on that and it will pull up the volunteer, if anybody wants to volunteer, or the foster program, and there's a lot more information as far as the procedure to go about filling out a certain amount of paperwork, nothing major, and you have to be able to bring the animal back when needed. And like I said, we're not really sure when the person is going to be well enough to take the animals back. So we're trying to find somebody with a nice home environment that they could take these two particular ones. These guys are bonded, so they would go together. And when the person is able to take them back, you just bring them back. And another good thing about this is, as you can see, Mo is a little bit on the larger side, so it could be a nice little project for somebody to help maybe try to see if we could cut a few pounds off him. He eats well, they're both extremely well litter box trained, they're very neat, and like I said, they're extremely sweet. I see these as being probably good lap cats. And like I said, there's no real commitment as far as fostering goes. It's more just to alleviate the stress here for the animals and for staff, and to open up a cage for another animal that may need it. So, like I said, I have 3 fosters right now, so that opens up 3 cages that they can take more animals in. And as you can see, this guy seems to be somewhat playful. Ready, get it. Oh, wait, he wants a camera shot. So yeah, like I said, I'm just switching it up a little bit. I know it's a little bit, these are not adoptable animals, but they are foster, and like I said, it's almost like being a grandparent and you have your grandkids come over and then you give your grandkids back. Like I said, they're very sweet and loving, and we could always use fosters. We have a lot of animals in foster. I could give a number, but it would be a guess, but I would assume we probably have close to 60 animals in foster. Don't quote me on that, but I'm just giving you a basic idea that we have a lot of fosters out there. We always need foster people. And like I said, it's a no commitment thing. You just hang out with them. We do have mother cats and kittens that need to be fostered, and that usually allows the mother to wean their babies, and when the kittens get big enough, they all come back. We just had 4 come in today with their mother. They're old enough to be spayed and neutered, so they'll get spayed and neutered, and then they'll be ready to go and get adopted. So, like I said, feel free to go onto the website, lowellhumanesociety.org, and get involved. The link is, and look it up. And if you want, you could always call 978-452-7781, and you can talk to a staff member and they can really give you a lot more information. I'm just doing this to, like I said, get it out there, let people know fostering is a lot of fun, and there's a many different varieties. We do foster guinea pigs for like pregnancy watch. So you basically take the guinea pig in if that's your animal of choice, and you wait for them to go through their gestation period, which I believe is 72 days for a guinea pig. And if they have babies, that's one thing. Baby guinea pigs are fascinating. They come out ready to eat pellets. They come out fully furred and they're good to go. Sometimes they're not pregnant and they may have just eaten a little bit too much, but after 72 days, you'll know, and then you bring them back. We also do that with rabbits. We do that with a lot of animals small animals that we are not sure whether or not they're pregnant or not. We'll send them to fosters. We do have specific people that do take guinea pigs and or rabbits to do pregnancy watches. And like I said, once the gestation period's over and we get the answer we're looking for or not looking for, you bring them back and we're good to go. So there's many different ways to foster. I don't believe we've ever really fostered out birds before, but I know we do guinea pigs, rabbits, rats, mice, any of the smaller animals, the prey animals, so to speak. And like I said, these guys are not adoptable, but it is a way for you to have a cat in your life without the commitment. Where are you guys going? Don't go in the cupboard. And these guys are very, these guys are pretty smart. I have a feeling one is a troublemaker and the other one's just following. Mo, what are you doing? Get out of there. Come here. But like I said, if you're interested, feel free to call, or you can actually come down and talk to somebody. You could talk to Jen, who is the foster and volunteer coordinator. We're open Tuesday through Sunday, 12 to 4. Like I said, 951 Broadway Street in Lowell. Feel free to come down and you could talk to somebody in person about it. Or you could go online, lowellhumanesociety.org, go to the tab that says Get Involved, and there will be a run through of what you need to do, like an application and all that other stuff. So feel free to do that. Or, like I said, come on down and talk to somebody in person. Sometimes it's nicer to talk to somebody in person. That way you could ask questions that you may not be able to ask or you didn't think of when you're online. But if you're confident in what you know and what you want to do, go online, fill out all the necessary paperwork, and get started on the foster program. And like I said, I'm not sure how long these two are going to be here, but they're going to be here long enough that we feel they would probably do better in a home, just to get them, like I said, out of the shelter, open up space for any other cats that need to be coming in. Usually with kittens, we like to foster them. We try not to keep kittens here unless they're already spayed and neutered, and then they'll be on the floor to get adopted. But if they're not, we have to get them into a home. I do have two myself that are just big enough now where I'll probably be bringing them in on Thursday to get spayed and neutered, and they'll go on the adoption floor and get adopted. So, and once I do that, I open up space to take in a couple of more. So it's just a cycle of people helping other people. So that's what I wanted to say. So like I said, it's not an adoptable pet segment per se, but I just wanted to promote the volunteer program. So, and like I said, these guys are awesome. They're pretty smart. Apparently they need to be, make sure your cabinets are secure because they'll go in. Come here, little nugget. Look at you with your fancy little pom-pom. Oh, look at you. These guys are so sweet.